Hello. Good morning, everyone. I thought I would check in with everyone and say hi. I do miss you guys. That said, I wanted to share a little bit about life in Ecuador. It's not kind of like look at my dogs and go, we're not in Kansas anymore. This is really, really different. I guess part of it is maybe saying it out loud will helps me process it. Um, it's I wake up at 6:30 in the morning, and those of you who know me know that that's highly unlikely unless there's absolutely something for me to do. Because I go to bed at 8:30 or 9, and that might sound tragic to many of us in the United States, but the day is done. It like starts with the sun and kind of ends on a really soft note. Um, I sleep. I sleep with the windows open. Uh, I wake up sometimes and I went for a walk with the dogs. I'll show you the dogs, the two new dogs that we have. Um, at like 6:30 in the morning when I let them out. And I thought, right now I would be sleeping and I wouldn't be privy to life, really, at that hour. Not a good thing, not a that bad thing, just really, really different. And so it's very different. You make your meals and you do work here every single day. What's really amazing is that, those days that sometimes you go by and at 5 o'clock you sit there and go, what the hell did I do today? And you know that you've been busy, but you don't feel like you did anything, like there's something to show for it. I know I had those days. I think everybody does. Here, I get to look out and go, wow, I have a new wall on that building, and they installed the bathroom fixtures in casita number 3, and we finally got approval to put the water in, to get a tractor. We donated the pipes for the water to come from the street up, like the main street, up the street, through the community because they don't have water. They go get water in buckets on burros. And no one's just paid for the connection to the street, so we paid for it. That's part of our social entrepreneurship here at Oasis, and it was so much red tape. I can't tell you. Even when you're donating stuff, there's red tape. So we finally got the approval and the kind of approval that you really need to get things done, and now we're talking about making it a big party. It's called a minga. Everybody comes out and does some work. They'll connect their the utility people are connecting the pipe up the street, and the individual neighbors are connecting their water pipes to the main pipe. And so everybody comes out. It's called a minga. Everybody comes out and does work, sort of like the American barn raising concept. And we decided we're going to go hire a band. We're paying for a band, and we're making it fun for people. We're saying, hey, you guys have been without water forever, and now you have water. This is like something to really celebrate. Water is precious here, which brings me to another point. I realize how much waste I how much I waste in the United States, and I never considered myself a wasteful person, but like here, you wash the dishes, you don't keep the water running. You shut it off, wash the dishes, you turn it on, you rinse. If you're not in a room that needs lights, shut the light off. I mean, the lights aren't on all the time at night. There might be one light on wherever it is you're sitting because you're reading or something, and all the other lights are off. Things like paper towels. I realized how many paper towels I go through, and so now we have these little towel things that they use here, and so we don't use as many paper towels. We're composting and recycling. Okay, never thought I would say that. But we're feeding the plants outside. Everything gets reused in some way. The plastic that goes on the mattresses gets reused. It covers something. It has another use. I'm just not used to thinking that way. I realize what kind of disposable society we have, and how that's reflected in so many different things. We dispose of people too. The elderly, when they're done, and we stick them in a home. I mean, it sounds terrible, but I'm really looking at my life and saying, where am I being wasteful and not appreciative of even the little things? So that's really different for me. I will tell you, there are some things I miss a lot. That said, because I'm still kind of shifting here. I so miss my washer and my dryer. um, washing hand washing my clothes until we get a washer dryer here. Not into it. Have to do it. It reminds me of the time that I lived in Colombia, where my we lived with my aunt, and she would go out in this tall stone thing and wash clothes. So I'm using a sink. I'm not using a stone thing, but it's still kind of, your focus is on the daily activities of living and not on how much money I'll make, or is the marketing right. And I'm not saying that that's bad either. What I'm saying is I really needed a break. I think people need a break. And like, I always knew that, but like now I really know it. Like, I have been here for a couple of weeks, and honestly, I think I'm a gentler person. I think I'm a kinder person. I also think I'm a stronger person for doing all of this. I mean, spending a week or two here has been, you know, just building my own self-awareness and life changing. So I miss my dog. I know I have two dogs here, but I miss Finn. I miss my friends. Although some of you have called me, call me on my office line. It rings in Ecuador. Say hi, Skype me, send me an email. Always makes my day. I miss that. I miss going to Vin 909 with friends. Um, every once in a while, getting dressed up. That's also something I miss. Um, Here's what I don't miss. I do not miss traffic. I do not miss noise. I do not miss commuting to Washington, D.C. or Baltimore or anywhere else. I do not miss any of that. I do not miss sitting at my computer 8 hours a day. I'm writing, but I'm writing at my own pace, and whatever's coming through me is coming through organically, naturally, with less energy, and it feels more authentic. So as a writer, that's a really big deal. What else don't I miss? I just don't miss the tension. I don't feel tension here. I think that's probably why I sleep. I'm literally tired by 8:30, but it's like not a mental tired. It's like, okay, the day is done. My body's telling me it's time to go to sleep. Tired. Not, I've got to go to sleep so I can get up to do X, Y, and Z tomorrow. Tired. That's completely different. Um, I wake up every morning, and I don't know if you can see it, but I'm looking out at the ocean every morning. It's the west, so it's where it sets, not where it rises. And it's about, right now we're in the winter season going into the summer season. So it's about 69, 70, and during the day it hits like 75. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's ideal. You can feel the sun, but because of the cloud cover, it's not intense. So this is actually a really nice time to come, especially if you're not a beach person, like sitting in the sun beach person. When we go into Puerto Lopez, there's a lot more sun. It's funny, just a couple of miles away, the climate changes. It becomes warmer and sunny. You go into Manta, which is an hour and a half, which is the main city, going a little north, and now you're into sunny and hot. And to get there, you would have gone through like a misty kind of cloud forest called Pecoche. So it's like every couple of miles, you get to experience a different kind of climate and environment. This is what makes Ecuador so unique. It's just every day is something new. Every day is something wondrous. Every day teaches me something about myself. It challenges all the assumptions I made. I know that there's a lot of stuff going on in the States with, repercussions from the election. This distance has made me more aware of my own biases, but my own opinions, what I stand for, and kind of thinking about how am I going to create a space for people to do the work they need to do to be the change they need to be in the world. Because yes, we desperately need it, and not only because of the election, but just because it's so. So I'm going to conclude today, and thank you for letting me talk this out. And I hope it helps you guys reflect on, your lives. Where are you being wasteful? Where are you not being self-aware and conscious? Where are you not being grateful? A lot of gratitude. And where might you need a week or two break to get back in touch, to start noticing things that you can't notice when you're in your everyday world. So we're still taking registrations for the Conscious Living Retreat. I'd really like to share this with you. The casitas are almost done. I'll videotape them once the all the faucets and stuff are in. They look awesome. And so until next time, from Ecuador. Oh, and if you want consciouslivingetreat.com, that's it. And if you want to check out Oasis, it's oasisinEcuador.com. Here's my two puppies. I told you I'd show them. They are napping right now. As you can see, no expensive dog beds. These are things you wash stuff in, put a towel in it. You get very resourceful when you're here. Okay. Take care. I love you guys. Miss you guys. Come visit me. All right. Take care. Bye.